In this video, I want to share with you how you can turn your followers on social media into potential team members, partners, business builders, whatever it is that you're looking for. So there are a load of different steps, and I just want to share with you a bunch of them today that I believe is going to help. So the first thing is you have to take people on a roller coaster. A roller coaster, your journey is a roller coaster. Now, if you imagine you get on a roller coaster and all it does is it goes straight, turns right, straight, turns right, straight, turns right, straight, turns right, and it's the most boring thing of all. There's no ups and downs. And imagine like a heartbeat. Imagine if your heartbeat was just flat. You'd be dead, right? A heartbeat, boom, 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 boom. It has the ups and downs. That's what you need to share on social media. So in your feed, in the stories, share your day, the previous day. I recommend using your stories as a video journal or a text journal. Hey, yesterday or today, I had an amazing day. We did this. It was a great day. Then the next day, maybe it's like, oh man, something crazy happened. I was in the gym and bang, my shoulder got busted, right? The next day, hey, I've recovered. Obviously, you're not going to recover from a shoulder injury in one day, but hey, I went to physio today. I've started the recovery of my shoulder and I'm super excited about it. The idea is you share how positive you are, how fun you are, how attractive you are to partner with through the good and the bad. Because so many people just share the highlights of their life. Everything's perfect, everything's great. And you know what the problem with these people are? People can't relate to it. And a lot of the times, if you share a struggle before a success, people will go, that was amazing. You're flipping awesome. Like imagine this. Imagine I make this post and I'm sat on a bonnet of a car, a red Ferrari, and I'm like, hey guys, today I just picked up the keys to my red Ferrari, go me. There are going to be people who know you who are like, woohoo, that's awesome. But the majority of people who don't really truly know who you are, guess what they're going to say? They're going to say things along the lines of,
oh yeah, look at this guy, show off. Oh God, I hate this guy.
Even if they don't know you. Now, little side note, I do have a little kind of philosophy that if someone has a problem with me, they can text me. But if they don't have if they don't have my number, then they don't know me well enough to have a problem with me. But anyway, that's besides the point. Now, imagine I go the struggle to success route instead. I've got the red Ferrari, let's say for this example, and I make a post saying, when I was a kid, I never thought this would happen. When I was a kid, I used to walk around the house with this toy red Ferrari, and I was so attached to it that if we left the house without the red toy Ferrari, I would cry and scream in the car until we turned around to pick up the red toy Ferrari and then continue with what we were going to be doing that day. And as the years passed, I turned the toy car still in my room into posters on the wall of the red Ferrari, all the perfect one that I always wanted. And as I went to school and university, I realized that getting the red Ferrari is probably not possible. It's probably not going to happen. And I tore the posters down. I threw the toy red Ferrari, and I was just upset. And then everything changed when I was introduced to an opportunity that could allow me to live the life that I always dreamed of. And after a few months of struggle, after a few years of hard work, I am on the way to take my mum and dad for a drive in my brand new red Ferrari. I cannot wait to see the smile on her face. Now, people go, struggle, 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 bang, success. If I can do it, so can you. I want what they've got. Wow, he understands my problems and pains. I remember going to a friend of mine. He was a relationship expert at the time. That's what he focused on at the time. And he said, you know what the problem is that you're dealing with when it comes to dating is you're hearing the partner, you're hearing the person you're on a date with, but you're not understanding them. And a lot of times, if you make people feel understood, you will win. If you just hear them out, it's not enough. You have to really make them feel that they feel understood. Okay? So, point number one is share the ups and downs. Point number two is you've got to be sharing the why, the what, and the who every week if possible. Now, you can do this on your newsfeed. You can do it in lives. You can do it in stories. I personally recommend getting really good at it in the stories and then start doing it in your feed at least once a week. So the why. Why are you using the product? Why are you talking about the business? Why are you building a business on social media? Why do you need to make more money? Why do you want to help people? Why? There's so many different ways that you can talk about why you're doing the business, why you want to help. The what are the benefits of doing what you're doing? What are the benefits of joining you? What are the benefits of using the product? What are the benefits of following the system? What are the benefits of the community? What are the benefits of the event? What's the benefits of personal development? What's the benefits of choosing you as a mentor? Right? Talk about it. What? And then the third thing is, who is it for? If you look in the mirror and you feel old, this is for you. If you look at your bank account and you want to cry, this is for you. If you're watching your friends travel the world and you can't afford to go on one of their 10 trips a year, this is for you. Who is it for? But also, who is it not for? In fact, who is it not for is usually more powerful. If you're happy with having no money in your bank account, then this isn't for you. Or if you're someone who looks in the mirror and you're happy with how you look, this isn't for you, right? Like, there's different ways you can do it, but the idea is one day you talk about the why, potentially. The next day you talk about the what. The next day you talk about the who. By doing these three things, you're going to get people to look at you and see you and go, maybe he can help me. This guy seems, and again, guys, certainty is the key with this. You don't go like,
oh, I joined this business because I had no hope and vision. It's like,
I joined this business. Like, energy is everything with this. And when you have the energy and the conviction, it will come across as certainty, and people want certainty. I've said this for years and years and years, but the women out there, you don't want 90%. If you go to your husband or your partner and say, hey, am I the woman of your dreams? And they say, I'm 90% sure of it. They don't want 90%. They want 110%. They want 100%. They want 101%. They want 200%. That 10% difference from 90% to 100% makes an entire life difference. So you've got to get certain. It's not if you do this or if you want to make a change. It's when you're ready to make a change. It's not let's give it a try. It's let's triumph. It's not I think. It's I know this will work for you. Got to get the certainty. So point number 2 is the why, the what, the who. Point number 3 is progression is the key. In fact, progression is the key to inspiration. Inspiration comes from progression, not perfection. Maybe you look at someone who's just absolutely perfect and you're kind of like, oh, wow, they're literally perfect. They've got the body, they've got the beauty, they've got the bank account, like everything's great. But people are more inspired now by someone who's literally one step ahead in the game, one step ahead in the race, one step ahead in the journey. And you share that by showing up every day and looking back a year from now and going, what was I thinking with that dress sense, with that hairstyle, with those glasses, with those friendships? That's the goal. And people who followed you since the beginning or a year ago or 3 months ago, they will know what they've seen in you that's changed. Even I've been doing this. I've been in this game for years and years and years and years and years. And the people, I had a comment the other day on one of my videos. I think it was like 3 or 4 videos ago. I'll have to go and find the comment in particular and post it on Instagram. Said, I was at an event when Fraser was running around the ball pit in like the soft play area at the event that his dad was doing when he was like 2 or 3 years old. I remember that. And then people are now like, and now look at you. Right? There are people who joined my business when I got started in 2009, 2010, who now message me like, Fraser, I still can't believe the person who I joined in this business is the same person as you are today. And I said, I'm not, I've changed. I said, yeah, you've developed, you've grown. Right? Progression is the key. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to progress. Progress is always the aim of the game. So if you share your ups and downs, you share the why you're doing it. What are the benefits? Who's this for? The why, the what, the who is just going to be the same. The ups and downs are going to be the same. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're not. And the progress is you just doing the journey. In fact, I always say longevity creates credibility. The longer you do something for, the more credibility you have. But because of social media, that's changed. The longer you are seen to be doing the same thing for, the more credibility you have. When someone can see you show up day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, doing the same thing over and over and over again, and they think, wow, this guy's not bored. Wow, this guy's still doing it. They think it must be working. It must be working if she's still doing it. It must be working if he's still talking about that same thing. And they're more likely to say, I'm ready. And then you know what? Some people will say, oh, I missed the boat. Okay, you missed the boat. There's still planes, there's still trains, there's still cars. All the boats might have left, but the train is still in the station. The car is still in the garage. The plane is still on the runway. Come on. Oh, well, I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Okay, well, then you would have missed the car, but you'll still have the train and you'll still have the plane. Haha, interesting, right? All right, point number 4. This is my favorite one. I actually mentioned this in a previous video, but you have to showcase your customers or your team members, or showcase customers or team members of the company. They don't necessarily have to be yours, because you might be watching this thinking, I just need a customer or a team member, because you don't have any yet. So at this point, you might think, oh, it's not relevant, but it's super relevant. So here's what you're going to do. First step is the hardest step. Go to an event, a team event, a company event, a national event, a regional event, an international event, a generic event. And the aim of the game is, yes, to have fun, yes, to enjoy the event, yes, to get knowledge, but in the breaks, before the event starts, in the break between the sessions, and after the event, if it's a 1-day event, there's 3 opportunities. If it's a 2-day event, there's lots of opportunities. If it's a 3-day event, there's a forever ending opportunity for you to be able to do this. You're going to get 3 things. Number 1, you're going to ask someone. Maybe they were a speaker. Maybe they have a pin that you one day want. Maybe you one day want. Maybe they're an upline. Maybe there's someone in the company who you look up to. You're going to ask them for their story. You're going to ask them for a selfie, and you're going to ask them for a full body photo. So now what you're going to do is once a month, twice a month, 3 times a month, you decide. It could be every 10 days, every 2 weeks, every month. You are going to make a post, the selfie or the full body photo of that person. And you're going to say something like this. Meet my friend Sarah. Sarah and I met at an event recently. Sarah uses the product that I use. Sarah follows the system that I recommend. Blah, 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 blah. If you want to start the same system that Sarah's used to be able to do this, message me or comment Sarah down below, or comment congrats down below. The idea is that people over a period of time see you and someone, you, someone, you, someone, you, someone. You are the consistent. You are the lighthouse. You are the solid wall. And then the person who you're working with changes. Now, they're not your customer. They're not your team member. But people assume and associate that you are someone who keeps doing what you're doing, keeps doing what you're doing, keeps doing what you're doing. And they potentially are the ones who come and use the system that you're using. Okay? Now, what really works well when you do this is a year from now, that maybe you have customers. And then a year after that, those customers or those team members, they're completely different. So now you have a photo of what you used to look like and what they used to look like together. And then the next post that you make, or the next photo within that carousel, is what you look like now, or what you look like now and what you looked like then. So people can see, wow, they've really progressed. Before and after photos are some of the most important photos that you'll ever get. From a health and wellness journey, from a skincare journey, from a hair loss or hair gain journey, from a relationship journey, from a visual perspective of success. Isn't it funny how everyone who's successful seems to just look successful? Without you even knowing their bank account, they do it. It's because they have a glow, they have a confidence, they have a positive energy and an aura around them. So go out there, showcase clients and team members of the company, of the overall organization, by attending events. And if you're someone who goes, I don't really want to attend events, shame on you, because attending events are the most important thing you can do in this network marketing game. And if you're not able to, then that's fine. Stream in with the live, but I'm telling you, with the live streaming, you're not able to do what I've just said. So get their story. If you can get someone to video it, remember, B-roll video of you doing that, like speaking to someone and getting a photo with them, then obviously you get a selfie photo and a normal photo with them. Okay? So share the ups and downs. Share the why, the what, the who. Progress is the key. Make sure that you're constantly showing up. And then obviously demonstrate customers, team members of the organization, and you will win. The last step, as we round this up, is actively start conversations, be the instigator, and make it easy for someone to say, yes, I want more information. Yes, I want to take the next step. How do you do that? By not waiting for them to ask you, by you asking them. Asking them in a professional manner with a great quality question. What's a good question? Go ask ChatGPT. Go ask ChatGPT, what's a really great closing statement? But make sure you give ChatGPT the amount of the information that you actually need to give it in order for it to be a good, with ChatGPT, the better the input, the better the output, okay? And then refine, modify, okay? So those are 5 steps to turn a follower into a partner, a team member, a business builder, a customer. Go out there, be consistent on social media, just remove yourself from distractions, avoid the noise, settle in and just do the work day in, day out, because it will work. Why? Because network marketing works 100% of the time for 100% of people who give it the time. Master the basics, master the fundamentals, master social media. And when you get good at sales, leverage, and leadership, you will win. All right? Look forward to seeing you on the next video. Have an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye.